Are you in Australia?
Yeah.
Someone said you're the only SP that comes around.
Pretty much. There used to be an ESFP that always came on, but she can't use appear.in on her phone, so she can't really come in anymore.
Uh,
But yeah, I'm kind of the token SP type on here, the token sensor.
So what makes you come around and the other sensors don't?
I don't know. I think like I don't exactly come on here. I come on here a lot when I'm like not working, but I don't have anything. Like if sometimes like in the last year or so, I found myself like unemployed on a number of occasions, and I usually find myself in here a lot when I'm unemployed, and then that kind of corresponds with like I guess if I just don't have anything to do and I don't have any money to do anything, well, I come on here.
Hmm.
Right now, I'm on here because like I am employed, but I'm on a 4-day like weekend because it's Easter. So I decided I'm going to spend a large portion of that working on this project that I'm doing for the TWFP. It's a TWFP related project.
Oh. Do you mind saying what the project is about?
Do you know the troll question?
The troll question?
I'm making the troll question into a video game.
I do not know the troll question.
Well, yeah, it's basically so you're the mayor of a village, right? And there's a river running through the middle of the village, and it kind of divides it into two, and they're connected by a bridge. And there's on one side of the village is where all the food is, and then all the farmers and stuff live over there. But then on the other side of the village, there's like the merchants, and it's a big flood comes along, and it washes away the bridge, so you can't get across the river except for by a boat, and that's the only way you can get food across. But then a troll comes along. It takes up residence in the river, and he takes 10% of whatever food crosses the river. So every time you try to take some food across the river in a boat, he'll take 10% of it automatically. And if he takes 10% of it, then you won't have enough food for everybody to last throughout the entire winter. And then 100 people in the village will starve if the troll continues taking 10% of the food. So as the mayor of the village, how do you address this problem?
Hmm. Okay. That's the troll question, and you're going to make that into a video game.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you using to create the game?
Unity. Do you know about Unity?
No.
Oh.
What language is behind it?
Well, I don't know what language it like runs on. I mean, I think it runs on C++, but like the scripts that you do to make stuff work is in C#. I don't know if that means that it runs on C# or if it runs on C++. I don't know. Or if it like somehow converts it. I don't know.
So it's like a specialized game scripting environment where you write scripts in C sharp, and yes, those scripts would be interpreted by a C++ interpreter.
Right, yeah, probably. But it's also, there's a Unity editor, which is like a, I don't know if you can see my screen right now that I'm sharing, but you go in and you can place all of your objects like in the scene, in the game,
I see
like
it.
move them around and like apply textures and you know, there's like a list of your objects over here, and you know, like a higher, and also yeah, you can like change the properties of the object inside the editor. But then you've also got the script, the scripting, which kind of, you know, yeah,
Wow.
it's all a bunch of game development stuff. So
Makes it pretty easy.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
too easy, in fact.
not to say that it's easy, but it's way easier than the alternative.
Yes, it makes game development more accessible to people who may or may not be very experienced programmers.
Yeah, you can just focus on the creative part.
Yes,
The uh the SP part.
yeah, that's right.
You don't even need NTs anymore. You got you you got the environment, and we're redundant now. We've become redundant.
Yep, you can just go ahead and kill yourself now. I've got Unity.
Hmm.
This part is still pretty NT though. Like you have to script in C sharp, which is, you know, easier than C++, I'm sure, but it's still scripting.
That must be pretty hard for an SP to handle.
Yeah. Basically, I woke up one day, like 3 years ago. I think the year was 2014, and I like woke up and I was like, I basically decided that I never like finish anything that I start, like creative projects. So,
Yeah.
and I thought, like, I'd already sort of taken a course in like web design, so I knew how to do like HTML and CSS, and but I dropped out of that course. But I decided I would just start randomly. Like I randomly just decided to start learning how to program and like learning how to make games. And like that day, I spent like 8 hours like doing Python tutorials,
Mm.
basically just learning Python because I wanted to learn how to make games. And then after like a while of that, I discovered the Unity engine, and like you don't have to use Python. You don't have to make a game from scratch. You can just use the Unity engine. And then so I started doing that. I started learning how to do it. And then I started a project like 2 years ago, I think, or three, nearly. Um, and I've been doing that kind of slowly ever since, just because I felt like I wanted to, you know, finish something rather than start a bunch of shit and then never finish any of it. That's kind of the reason. And but then I got kind of burnt out on it, so I decided I would do this because it's like would be like a fun little distraction, and it would also be like helping the TWFP community a little bit by like I don't know, just making a thing about that. about something that's a part of the TWFP community.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So if you have any ideas about the game or like what you think should be in it,
Uh, one
I'm
uh,
open to suggestions.
one idea just occurred to me. Uh,
Yes.
one of the characters should be Eric.
Yeah.
Is that already in there?
Well, I haven't really implemented any like like references and stuff like that to the
Mm-hmm.
get to like the community. Like I'm thinking because there's going to be like NPCs walking around, like the villages probably.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm thinking maybe I could like make one of them based on, or make the characters based on like people from the community. Like make little
Totally.
3D models of people.
Yeah, like in the Wii, where you can design your little person.
Yeah,
For Eric's character, you should have it so like he's always carrying around a bong.
yeah,
He's just like walking around the village with his bong.
yeah. And then he pulls a bong rip every like 30 seconds.
Yes.
He's walking around.
There you go.
I was also gonna make it like basically the game runs on a like a multiple choice like um in like RPGs how there'll be like a dialogue and then it'll give you multiple answers, like a choice between multiple answers to give,
Yeah,
and
yes.
the conversations will like branch off. One of the common answers to the troll question is, well, obviously kill the troll. So that's going to be one of the options in the game. And I'm thinking like, if you kill the troll, or if you choose to kill the troll, it becomes like an actual like combat sort of game where
Mm,
like the troll has health, and like you can choose to do it or not. Is the thing, like you can choose whether or not you want to do that. Like you want to go into this troll kill mode and have like all the villagers attack it, and like the troll has health, and the villagers have weapons and stuff, and like one of the weapons is going to be the map gas fiery flames of Yaelorian fire or whatever.
mm. That would be a good way to do it.
Yeah,
So one of the three common answers is to kill the troll, and the other one is like to bargain with the troll, right?
probably.
And what's the other most common answer?
Um, well, I guess people like normally, rather than giving an answer straight away, they normally like ask questions like, okay, it does like, can we starve the troll? And then Eric will go onto a tangent about like, well, no, the troll doesn't eat, or like, they'll say like, okay, I want to kill the troll, and then you'll say like, all right, you can kill the troll, but you'll lose a lot of villagers doing that, and
Mm.
like, do you have a moral problem with that sort of thing?
So they stall for time. First thing they do is stall for time.
Well, they try to get more information,
Okay.
so they'll ask like, like, can I like catapult the food or something, or can I like, they'll sort of explore the mechanics of the environment a bit before they
Okay.
start like deciding what they want to do normally.
And then does Eric type them based on their answers?
Yeah, like he'll ask questions that people will answer, or like that he'll associate with cognitive types or cognitive
Yeah.
functions. So like, he'll ask a question that's, the answer is going to be either like an NE or an NI answer, for example, like to try and type them based on a series of those questions.
So then maybe there could be a mode like TWFP type troll game.
Well,
So
that's the idea of the game.